Hello and welcome to your virtual tea date with Sarah. I am Sarah Riley, and we collect here every Friday at 10 a.m. for 10 minutes to kick up our feet for a little cup of tea, and then also to dive a little deeper into some fun elements of functional nutrition that can maybe help you in your daily life. I am Sarah Riley. I am a functional nutritionist, and I'm a burnout recovery specialist. I help burnout business leaders, athletes, and those suffering with chronic conditions to get to the root cause of what's causing them fatigue, pain, digestive distress, weight issues, especially that stubborn belly weight, and downright burnout. So what I love doing is I combine the principles of holistic nutrition and functional medicine to help you get to the root cause of these annoying symptoms. And so you can step into your fullest, biggest life and get turned back on in your body, your life, and your mission again. I'm happy to be here with you all today, and I've got some fun stuff to share with you today. A big topic that's been coming up in my practice, and I'm finding that the subject matters of my virtual tea dates are either what's impacting my life or what's also impacting my clients' life. And what's great is I get this great spread of what's happening with people across the country, because my clients are sprinkled literally across the country, all the way to Cambridge, Massachusetts. And so it's really interesting that the trends I see going on across America, and myself included. And so it's really fascinating. And so with that being said, I want you to know you're not alone. Oftentimes when we're going through hard times, oftentimes collectively we're going through hard times. So I'd like to welcome, hello, Dr. Melissa Coe and baby Lyra. Happy to have you with us today. I've got something that you're going to enjoy today, something to share. It's our special herb in our tea today. So today what I am inspired to share with you is your own very own natural anti-aging, anti-stress tool that already resides in you. Now, this is something that I find that people oftentimes overlook. And it's as simple as this, but it is basically breath. And I find in the theme of this week, I have noticed a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress going on, but particularly anxiety, the inner rev of anxiety that is just building kind of like a tumbleweed on fire in people's lives as one event builds on the next. And the anxiety and the stress of the previous event or circumstance is then piled on top of the next event or circumstance that brings more stress in their life. I'm seeing this across the board, across the country. So if you are experiencing that, particularly this week, you're not alone. So one thing I'm a big fan of is mind-body medicine. 15 years ago, I was part of a team that actually served extreme pain patients and high-stress patients. These were patients that were actually, their morphine pumps no longer worked, and they needed help. And so what we did as a team was we went in and we worked through mind-body medicine to help reduce pain and stress, and it was profound. I worked with a team of doctors, RN, registered nurses, therapists, and then there was myself, a small group of us. And it was profound, the shifts that we were able to make in such a short period of time. And it taught me the profound power of the mind-body connection. I also learned about it in my own healing, which I'll share another time when we have a little more time. But I learned it during that time 15 years ago. And since then, it has been woven into my practice in a variety of different ways that I introduce into clients, and oftentimes in a customized way. But what I have learned is the tippy tip of the iceberg is breath. The breath is so powerful, and breath is your internal tool to downregulate cortisol, which we've been talking about every week, and to downregulate the stress response. Literally, this is not woo. This is in you. It is your most powerful, deeply embedded evolutionary wiring that's available to you every day, and it is your breath. Now, not just every breath, any kind of breath, but it's your breath. It literally helps to determine the channel you're on every day. This week, I noticed people were on these high-cranked channels of energy and anxiety. And so I started asking the question, watching people in the community and in my clientele of my clients, What channel are you running today? What is riding underneath everything that you are doing today? Is it the channel, it's kind of like asking, what station are you on? What station are you tuned to? Are you on easy listening? Are you on Caleb, which is, positive and encouraging? Or are you on a weather channel that is dark and stormy with chance of thunder showers? So it's like, what is underwriting you every day as you go through your daily life? And it may be stress and anxiety that you don't even realize is there. So what I love to encourage my clients to do is to actually drop into breath. So I call it stop, drop, and roll. Just basically stop what you're doing. Drop into your breath, deep into your belly. Fill up your belly like you're filling up a big balloon with air, and then release it through your mouth like you're blowing through a straw and letting that breath roll through you. So stop, drop into your belly with the breath, filling up your belly like a balloon with air, and then letting that breath roll out in an exhale. Stop, drop, and roll. So it's an easy way for people to remember this. Just stop, drop, and roll, especially when you're stressed. Because here's the deal, is that when you're stressed, it's kind of like you're suddenly on fire, like you're a tumbleweed on fire, and it just keeps self-perpetuating. And what you're able to do is stop, drop, and roll. Literally, if you're on fire, you want to stop, drop, and roll and stop the fire that's on you. So literally just stop, drop your breath into your belly, breathing into your belly, not into your chest. You want to breathe into your belly really big, like you're blowing up a balloon with air, breathing into your nose, filling up your belly with air, and then releasing through your mouth like you're blowing through a straw. Now, what this does is something really powerful. I call it the doorbell to the parasympathetic nervous system. So what that is, the parasympathetic nervous system is your rest and digest mode. That's where you want to be. That's where your homeostasis is. That's where your brilliance is. That's where magic happens. And you're more open to the subconscious messages coming through of your inner truth, or letting some of the divine drop in and do its own magic. So letting yourself drop into breath. It's the tippy tip iceberg of mind body medicine. Allowing yourself to drop in with breath and with your own mind and engaging your own action into your belly, you can literally decrease cortisol and blood pressure in less than 5 minutes. It's proven in psychoneuroimmunology, which I used to be into years ago, and now I just do it clinically with all my clients. It happens in less than 5 minutes, and now they know how to use it within themselves, morning, noon, and night, to remind the body to drop in to the parasympathetic nervous state. But it's really important when you're breathing that breath in through your nose, filling up your belly with air, you breathe it all the way into your belly. That's where the magic is for the parasympathetic nervous system. It's also called diaphragmatic breathing. But breathing that breath deep into your belly, filling up your belly with air, breathing in through your mouth, and then breathing out through your mouth like you're blowing through a straw, pulling your tummy muscles to the front of your spine. So it goes like this. Simple as that. It's just breath. It's already in you. So there you go. I want to thank Melissa Coe for joining, and I also want to thank my Mamacita. My Mamacita's on here for the first time. She's finally out of physical therapy for a shoulder surgery she had. And yes, Mama, I see you. Thank you for joining me today. She is the most beautiful, sexiest, feistiest 80-year-old that I've ever known in my life. And if I can end up like her at 80 years old, I will know I've done something right. So I'd like to share with you what tea I'm drinking that also helps to downregulate anxiety and stress. And this is called lemon balm. It's an amazing magical herb. And what this does is it actually helps increase GABA in your system. And so what this does is it helps reduce anxiety and depression and increase calmness and happy mood. So who doesn't want that? It's a nice little treat. So in the midst of doing your breath, just remember to stop, drop, and roll. You start to feel anxious or excited or, over stressed, then just drop in. Whether you're in a grocery store line, whether you're in a meeting, whether you're sitting at dinner, just stop, drop, and roll. Stop, breathe in through your nose like you're filling up your belly with air, and release it through your mouth like you're blowing through a straw Another real important point of functional neurology is like that blowing out, like you're blowing through a straw, that pursing of your lips also helps to engage the parasympathetic nervous system. And then to even build on that, go ahead and let yourself sit down to do this, because sitting down also engages the parasympathetic nervous system. So there you go, my friends. We're done for today. It's been a pleasure joining you today, and I'm excited to say that we have had a total of over 8,000 people join in for Virtual Tea Date with Sarah in the last 4 weeks. Actually, no, the last 3 weeks. Over 8,000 people. That's so exciting. So whoever's watching now or in the future, many blessings to you. May you be well and thrive. Bye-bye.